Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, February 24th, 2016. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. The big French reinsurer Scor reported its top-line growth in the fourth quarter jumped about 9% year on year, all the way up to about $1.51 billion US. Over the full year, its property and casualty division registered a 16% growth in its top line. Gross written premium increase for the full year was just about at 5%. These are very big numbers in a very flat market. Scor attributes the increase to stronger growth in its American market, where it's been concentrating since mid-last year, as well as in its casualty lines and the expansion of its Lloyd's syndicate, Channel 2015. For the full year, Scor Global P&C reported a combined ratio of 91.1%, an improvement of about 0.3% from 2014. That improvement was driven by about a 2.2% absence, 2.2 point absence coming from catastrophe losses that would normally be there but haven't been there because of the benign environment. And they also attributed 2 points to the impact from the Tianjin explosion in China in August, as well as the Mexican Pemex oil rig loss. QBE shares, the big Australian insurance and reinsurer company, soared 8.5% on the Australian stock market in Sydney today after the group reported a 9% growth in its full-year profits. Despite a 13% dip in net earned premiums to $12.2 billion, group underwriting profit grew by 34% up to $731 million. This means that they are not writing bad business and are prepared to pass on premiums in order to get the rates that they want. Their North American operations turned its first profit since 2011, producing $30 million. The underwriting profits at the home base Australian and New Zealand operations dipped by 42%, down to $286 million because of severe natural catastrophe activity over the course of 2015. A Tara airplane, a Twin Otter in Nepal, is lost and has been now confirmed as crashed in the mountains. It was carrying 23 people. They're all dead. The plane took off this morning from the city of Pokhara. It was scheduled to land in the town of Jomsom. The flight time was supposed to be 19 minutes, but the plane apparently went down 8 minutes after takeoff. That storm system that we identified yesterday that was going to strike the U.S. southern states, in fact did. It killed 3 people in Alabama at a trailer park. 3 people are missing. The trailer park was in Convent in southern, it was in Louisiana. It was in Convent, southern Louisiana. 3 people are still missing. That storm is now heading for the Carolinas with possible flash flooding and severe thunderstorms and damaging winds, hail, and isolated tornadoes. Alerts are now issued for North and South Carolina as well as Georgia. U.S. chocolate giant Mars has ordered a massive international recall of Mars and Snickers bars made at a Dutch chocolate factory. The chocolate factory in the southern town of Veghel apparently also produced those 2 types of candies, as well as Milky Way minis and some boxes of Celebrations. The recall could involve as many as 55 countries. A small piece of red plastic was found in a Snickers bar by a consumer in Germany. 4 million items are being recalled that were produced at the Netherlands plant. Endurance CEO and Chairman John Charman has bought a further major block of shares in his company. He purchased 510,000 shares for $31 million on 7 separate days earlier this month. The move increases his shareholding up to 2.9 million shares, or 4.3% of the total outstanding, currently valued at about $180 million. Yesterday there was a major incident declared in England, about 60 miles away from London, when a non-used power plant in the town of Didcot, owned by Npower, collapsed. The plant had been slated for demolition, and there were construction crews in there beginning to prepare for the demolition when a large part of the plant collapsed. 3 workers are currently missing and are being searched for by drones and sniffer dogs. There's apparently a 40-foot high pile of rubble under which the workers could be found. facility was an old coal and oil fuel plant. It's been closed for the past 3 years. In the United States, last night Donald Trump easily won the Nevada primary. Super Tuesday awaits. That's this coming Tuesday, and there are going to be at least 5 primaries that day. It's possible that the slate could be finished by that evening. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.